Okay, let's turn that down. Okay, so here is my final project. It is basically an add-on to my proof of concept and another add-on to my SIP project, where I have a mobile version of what my SIP project is. This one is hard-coded with all the insults, which are right here. That's what all this text is that starts off the whole thing. Held in this array, holds an insult, and then in that same scope has these, each of the words used, and the definition, a short definition for each. The rest of the code pretty much works the same except for down here. We've got so for all my constants, I've got the insult and the set insult, which allows us, obviously, these use states allow me to present text onto whatever field it's going to be on in here. And then the word information is just pulled from all of this stuff up here. The current words updates which words will be presented each time the insult is generated, and the button will appear once the insult is generated. The indices are used so that none of them get repeated until the entire list has been gone through. The speech reference right here is just for the text-to-speech functionality. So for this one, it handles the insult, and at the beginning it's going to stop any currently running speech. That way, if you press the insult button or any of the definition buttons, if there's a currently running text-to-speech process, it will stop it. And it will, for the insult one, it will handle getting the random value from the list. And then this right here has used indices and includes index, so it never picks the same one again. It tracks whichever ones were used and then makes sure not to use them again. This isn't always the best way because the random function here could be it could run a bunch of times, but out of 10 it'll do it pretty quickly, pretty seamless. But if it was a larger database, then that would be a problem. And then for here, this is just how the text gets to the screen. And then this starts the text-to-speech process for the generate insult. This is the speech portion, the text-to-speech basic functionality that runs it's incorporated into all this stuff and used for the definitions as well. Here's the main view area, which is very simple. We got a big scroll view, even though it's not really needed. I could have just done a regular view, but I didn't know if the vocabulary words were going to extend enough to make the screen extend. So, but it all fit quite nicely, but this leaves room to grow. The generate insult button, the text that, displays the insult, the text area, and then some text that says vocabulary words, just, listing that's the next section. A button that will handle the words, calls the speaking function, another view that shows the text of the definition, and then a picture from the logo of my SIP project, and then all the styling down here at the bottom. So you can see it work on this one. You obstinately grandiloquent ninny hammer. And then you can click on word 1. Obstinately, stubbornly refusing to change one's opinion. Grandiloquent, pompous or extravagant in language. Ninny hammer, a fool or simpleton. Since you can't hear the text-to-speech portion, we'll do it on the web one as well.
You obstinately grandiloquent ninny hammer. Obstinately, stubbornly refusing to change one's opinion. Grandiloquent, ninny hammer, grandiloquent, ninny hammer.
See how it'll stop?
Fool or simpleton.
And then we can do it again.
Preposterously cantankerous scallywag. You diabolically rambunctious mooncalf.
What does mooncalf mean?
Mooncalf, a foolish person.
I'm calling someone a mooncalf today.
Inexcusably lugubrious flapdoodle.
Maybe a lugubrious flapdoodle.
Lugubrious, looking or sounding sad and dismal. Flapdoodle, nonsense.
Lugubrious flapdoodle. Yeah, that's not leaving my head anytime soon. But that's it, yeah.